should go ahead and mention that this vlog is going to be for adults only, not safe for work. I'm not going to be reading anything from this book. Believe me, I would not make you suffer through that hell. James might be the most brilliant idiot out there. I'm pretty sure she was like, you know what? I will take y'all's money and I will give you garbage instead. 50 Shades of Suspend your belief in good writing, number one, and realistic anything. Expectations, characters, situations. Here we have Anastasia Steele. She is the main character, the narrator throughout the book. She's a 21-year-old college graduate. And I don't even know what she's graduating with. Who the knows? She doesn't wear makeup. She is very skinny, reads British literature, wears Converse, and I can't remember. She barely eats. So she meets Christian Grey, who is this like 27, 28-year-old like tycoon. Okay, we're talking like Bruce Wayne here. Maybe even richer than Bruce. He is a multi-zillionaire apparently, and I didn't even know that was an actual term. Could be made up, because this book does do that a lot. She goes to interview him for the student in the paper, which, by the way, she's not even a part of. She's filling in for her friend Kate, who is sick the day of the interview. And so she goes to Seattle. She's very specific about how many pictures are on the wall. I don't know many people who will sit there when they're in a meeting with someone like that and count the amount of pictures on the wall. 1, 2, 3. She goes to meet Christian Grey for the first time. So the whole interview, she's talking to him and she's sounding like a total idiot because she's not a reporter. And he is this dark, handsome, like stoic figure. Because he's got like copper color hair and gray eyes. Really? Really? 50 Shades of Grey, Christian Grey, gray eyes? Really? Okay. So he's got these gray eyes, okay? And like when he's first described, here's who I pictured. I can suffer through this. I can do it. I was wrong. After you're let in with this like amazing man, like halfway through the book, he suddenly becomes this guy. What the fuck just happened? We were cheated. I don't know if the switch is because like the weirder he got and the more fetishy, possessive and stuff he got, he would do something jealous or stalkerish. He lost sexy points. He tells her that he's into this BDSM, which if you don't know what that is, it's like bondage, discipline, sadomasochism. So he's into that. He's trying to get her the whole book to sign this agreement to be his submissive. She has to wear whatever clothes he approves of, eat what he wants her to eat. What else? Oh, I don't know. Everything. She can't pleasure herself without him approving it. I want all your pleasure. That's what he tells her. Not like this is a problem for her, by the way, but she has multiple personalities. Her subconscious and her inner goddess. Her subconscious is the one that's like, don't do that. That's bad. You're a whore. Inner goddess is her like devil angel. Yeah, girl, do that. And like doing somersaults every time he looks at her. Spanking her and punishing her every time she bites her lip. I feel like she went around the whole book. The whole time this is her walking around. Is there a time she's not biting her lip? Is there a time that he's not horny? Oh my god. He knows like everything. Oh, it was composed by this guy. It was written by this guy, but this is the person who, you know, this and that. By the time they have sex the first time, and it is her first time, along with their first time together, so she doesn't even know if he has like diseases. She doesn't know anything about him. Other than the fact that he's so hot, he has gray eyes that burn. All he does is stare at her. Ultra creeper. Oh my god, oh my god. Every time they're doing anything sexual, he is like staring at her. Tantric sex, I think. And then he's got these like really long fingers. She goes into detail about the fingers, like every time he uses them. He opened a doorknob, his long fingers. Wiped his hair back with his long fingers. I feel like naughty saying fingers now because of all of the finger stuff in this book. Nosferatu, every time she talks about his fingers, creeping with the shadow against the wall. The only reason that I could read the whole book is because it's not just one train wreck you're watching and you can't look away from with this book. There are 2 train wrecks happening at the same time. They are wrecking into each other. Really poorly written. At one point, you're just tired of the repetition and you're just like, oh my God, please let this book be over with. But by then, you know, you've put in all this time and effort into reading this garbage that you're like, I gotta finish. I think it's literary masochism to read this book. She finally leaves him. She can't touch him. Like, from his neck, basically, his shoulders, like, down his chest. He was abused when he was a kid, and so, like, he won't let anyone touch him. That's his hard limit, hard limit. Meanwhile, he's over here probing her, sticking crap in her, tying her to stuff, whipping her, and he's like, no, you can't touch my chest. It's a hard limit. Seems legit. So she's supposed to be calling him sir, like when they're having sex. The red room of pain. That's supposedly all pleasure. He's like, oh, the pain is in your head, don't worry. No, the pain is on my body and whip marks and whiplashes. How did this become a book? How did this happen? This is a trilogy, people. This is a trilogy. She feels like the hymen break. She has an orgasm the first time. And there's blood on the bed. There is nothing more romantic than a man who will say, I don't make love. That says love story to me. He like has his finger and then he like, open your mouth. And she's, okay. Sticks it in her mouth. Dude, I will cut you. I will cut you. She should have been done out the door then. When we switch this, I'll bite that off. I want my money back. And it was free. Anastasia Steele. TSTL. All right, well, there you have it, guys. I hope that you don't read this book. God help all of our souls who've read it. Lord have mercy. All right, I'll see you guys next time.